Okay, so what is up guys, welcome back. In this tutorial we're going to start with fine-tuning. We're going to do fine-tuning in the console and like in the UI, and then later on we'll be doing it with the actual Python code. So let's just begin with this. So you just need to go to an official page of fine-tuning, and you can obviously find all the theory that I've already mentioned in my previous video. Now we would just be starting a simple example. So these are some of the example format that they have given us, and as you can see it's only four examples, and that's fine for us. If you guys remember on my previous tutorial, I said we need at least 10 of these examples to do fine-tuning. So I'm just gonna go and copy this whole thing, and I'm just gonna open like ChatGPT, like regular UI format, and I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT to give me basically give me 10 of these examples. So I have these samples and I want to produce 10 more of these, okay, and I want them to be in a JSON format. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste the stuff that we copied, and it's gonna give us more examples of these. And as you can see, it's actually so it's gonna go ahead and create like few more. And as you can see, it's doing the same thing, in which we have the system level prompt, then a user level prompt with a question, and then a assistant level prompt in which assistant is replying a little bit sarcastically. So we have this thing here. You can copy this. Once this thing finishes, you can copy it, or what you can do is you can write, I want to create a JSON file containing this data. Okay, so it would probably give you a Python code if you do this. So let's just see what it does. So yeah, if you want, you can copy this thing, or you can just say give me a Python code to create a JSON file. Otherwise, you can copy and put it in a message, or any place. What I have done is I have created a file in which I've kept all of these examples, just copied and pasted, and I've named it as messages.json, which should be fine for now. So I'm just gonna actually rename it, because this would help me to know that it's the file that I was looking for. So messages for FT fine-tuning. Okay, so I'm just gonna name that, and it should be fine. Messages for fine-tuning, and if you have 10 examples, that should be fine to get started in this. So to do this thing in the UI part, this is how you can do it. You just need to go ahead and open the dashboard, the playground and dashboard, and here you would find fine-tuning. And if you have not done fine-tuning, you would find somewhere here create button. If you have already done fine-tuning, then in that case go ahead and click on create. If you use one of their 4.0 mini, in that case it would ask you to upgrade your account. And if you don't want to upgrade, that's fine. What you can do is you can use any of their other models. So I'm just gonna use this model. It's I believe the cheapest model to go ahead with. And in here you need to go ahead and select the JSON file. So I'm just gonna open that. If you want, you can also provide some validation data. That way it's good, and that way you have a better that way you have better results. Obviously in here you can provide any number, although I believe it's optional as well. But seed would be, if you guys know basic seeding, the way in which it works, when you do random when you generate any random numbers, seeding is used so that we can replicate the same random thing, right? You can always change the hyperparameters. I'm just gonna add I don't know, 4 epochs. That should be fine. In most cases, you can do it like 1 to 10, but I'm just gonna say 4. That should be fine. And when you go ahead and click on create, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna start create. It's obviously going to create files, so you would be able to, I believe, see. So you'll be able to see these messages in here. You'll be able to see the whole progress. Obviously the whole fine-tuning process is going to take a little bit of time, So you would be able to see progress. So what I have done is I have created another model, like another fine-tuning job before. So let me show you how it went. So as you can see, it went ahead and it started training, and training loss started to decline, and there was a point in which training loss was almost zero, right? So we don't want to obviously achieve this point, because at this point we might get overfitting. So to overcome that, if you can have a validation loss, if you can provide some validation examples, that's fine as well. But you could see it would be giving you these checkpoints, or these this whole timeline, and then you can see some matrices if you want to. You can see that here as well. This thing, by the way, in general, this whole fine-tuning part, it also connects with weights and biases. So here's the weights and biases. So basically this is an external integration that you can do. That way you can have a better observability of your models, and you can like understand your models better. But I believe this is the only integration that that OpenAI provides for fine-tuning. Although there are lots of other apps that can do the same as weights and bias, but weights and bias is probably the most popular, I guess, and that's why it's been used here as well. So I'm just gonna wait until, obviously, you'll have to wait until the fine tuning's finished, and that would be you would be able to see this whole task here as well. You would probably be able to see here in the one that's successful. Once this is done, if you want to test, you can click here on playground, and in here where it says GPT-4, you need to select your fine-tuned models. So I'm just gonna select maybe this thing. I guess this is fine. I'm gonna give it the same system level prompt, which was let me show you guys. So if you guys remember, all of those system level prompts were same. So I'm just gonna give the same system level prompt. So let me copy and paste it there. And in here I can ask any question, right? So I can ask here, what is the distance between Earth and Pluto? Okay, should be fine. And let's see what comes up. So you could see it says it varies due to their orbits, but on average it's about 3.6 billion miles. And then it says give or take a few million. You could see this last part is a little bit sarcastic. So it did as you can see, it did we saw some effect of fine-tuning in here as well. You can ask anything in general. What are smartwatches? Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay, it's gonna take time. They are like regular watches but smarter and yet they still can't make you punctual. You see, the model is learning, and it is it would become it would, in general, the tone, the style would change, and it would give you more sarcastic answers. So let me just go ahead once again and see if our previous fine-tuning job has finished. It's gonna take time, obviously, but yeah, if you do this, I believe this is pretty much it for this whole tutorial. And next tutorial we're going to do the actual implementation in Python code. It would be uploaded on my Udemy and not on my YouTube. This way there is some information for Udemy as well. But as you can see, this is our training loss, and it's going, and after some time it's gonna go zero, right? So yeah, with this we come to the end of this tutorial. See you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.